Good morning, dreamers. This is Pammy K, and I'm coming to you from my clubhouse. I'm here in the studio this morning. It's a dreary, dreary day in Sand Springs. We were supposed to get lots and lots and lots of rain. Didn't work out, which is okay. I'm not complaining. We need a little rain because we're getting ready to go into the winter time or the summer where I just cannot get that to stay level. I wish I could tighten that up tighter, but anyway, we're getting ready to go into the summertime where we're going to have dryness, and just can't be helped. Unfortunately. So we need the extra rain here in the spring. And you may hear a gurgling type noise in the background. And I hope you can ignore that. My husband is filling up the pool. We got some kind of funk in there. Since my last name's Funk, I like to say that. It's always funny. We got some kind of funk in the pool. And when we took the sample in, it suggested, draining the pool and starting over. So that's what we're doing. He's draining our pool and we're starting over. I guess oh well is the only word I can say about that. Let's see. Waiting to see if somebody's going to join me this morning. Getting everything together. I've got my ice water in my Snoopy cup that my friend Kelly gave me. I love it. She works at a company that does the advertising for Tervis. And whenever something like this comes out, yeah, you can see that. Whenever something like this comes out, she snags me one. And so I have this Snoopy, which was the Valentine, but you know he goes year round. And that's enamel painted on it. And I also have a Santa one. I just love them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Kelly. I will tell you that today's card, as you can see it sitting there, is inspired. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. I have to get the lady's name. I guess I exited out of it. Anyway, well, I'm at a loss now. So, I went to Pinterest and I found I don't know why that's doing that to me. I found a card that I liked. It was totally different. The edges were real colorful, and the inside is these two stamp pieces are the only thing that really resembles her card. But I was going to give her a shout out, but I can't find it now. So we're just going to go ahead and get on. As most of you know, the 26th of May is going to be my last day as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am still until the end of the month because I'm quitting, and then I am signing up in 90 days, the way Stampin' Up! Says it. If you're unhappy with your upline, that you have to quit. So I will lose all of my tenure, my 3 years, but that's okay. It's not like I had 20 years in there and was unhappy. But I'll lose all my tenure, and I can't order for 90 days. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, girls, if you need to order, this is the host code for this month. And I'd appreciate anything I can get as I'm going into this last little bit, because I'm going to continue my lives every Wednesday and every Sunday. And I'm going to continue to show you Stampin' Up! Products because I still want to have you as my Stampin' Up! Customers. I want to I'm going to spend this time building my business, building my customer base, building my fan base. So let's go in a little bit closer here. Let's turn this at a little different angle so that you can see where I'm working. And of course, there's my Stampin' Up! Address. But if you want to just start following me on my blog, it's Stampin' Up! It's dreamersclub.net. Take that Stampin' Up! Out, and it's dreamersclub.net. Well, as you know, this is our final color in the 5 new In-Colors. We have gone through each one individually and I've highlighted them, featured them. Today is the Evening Evergreen, and this week is the Evening Evergreen. I thought I would pop in here with this Elegantly Said. I was going to stay with the pansies because I usually do the stamp set for 2 weeks, but I wanted to show you this stamp set. I think it goes perfect with the green. I think most people, when you see the DSP, you will realize that that it's very elegant, and this is a piece of it, and you'll see it here. It is a little more in a whole piece. I just cannot get my camera straight. I am a silly rabbit this morning. And it's got that beautiful gold, and that's actually a gray right there. But and then that's the back piece, which is gray, which I could have used along the edge. But I just thought it was a little too much like this, and I wanted the difference. I wanted that little pop of color, a little pop of blingity right there. So it's an elegant set. And why am I showing you this? Well, let me take, I'm even taking mine out of. So it comes as a bundle. This stamp set comes as a bundle with this stamp set. That's loud. The stamp set, and it comes with a punch. And there's the punch. It's not going to fit. It wouldn't fit the one I was using today. It will fit several others. Let me show you how pretty this is when it's punched out. Most people are putting it on like, let me find a dark background to use. Here's, oh look, here's some Evergreen. Evening Evergreen. Most people are putting it on like so. I like it like this with a ribbon tied to it. I really think it goes well that way. I still have to play with it. But so many of these, the thank you, the for you, I think wishing you a wonderful birthday will actually fit on here. Let's see. Let's see which ones will fit on here. Oh, let's stick them together. That'll be fun. Okay, life has changed for you, but my love and support never will. It'll fit that way or this way. So it's just a really versatile punch. And all the things you do are simply amazing. That will also fit on there. I'm going to have to get a new stand. My stand is just not, my camera stand is just going crazy. It just kind of like goes over the side whenever it wants to. Just in a world of its own. Must have stripped the gears. Maybe I need a little washer up there. Anyway, so that one will fit real well. Obviously the one I'm using today will not, because it's much longer. That one is kind of close. The happy anniversary is kind of close, but all the rest of them go wonderfully. And look, in addition to this, the beautiful one that we're using today, which is this piece. In addition to that, it comes with this lovely flower. Look how big it is. I may just have to use it later this week and make us another green, because I need another green. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you that. We're using 3 of the stamps today. So that'll give you a good opportunity to see it. Let's move the stuff out of our way. Move this out of our way, and we will get started. Okay. We're going to start with our basic, our base. I'm using the thick basic white. We're going to fold it over. Move that stamp set out of my way with my bone folder, that my new one from Stampin' Up. Now we're going to set it aside. No, we're not going to set it aside. We're going to have, I cut a 1/2 piece, 1/2 inch piece. Now that's a 1 inch piece, not a 1/2. Sorry, girls. A 1 inch piece of this. And I cut it, I kept it in the 12 by 12, and you'll see why in just a moment. We're going to get our trimmer out, and we're going to trim this to 5.5. 5.5 here, and 5.5 again. Maybe if I get it at 5.5. Fingers don't fail me now. Set that little piece aside. Look, you could use that for something. We'll see. We may use it for something. And I can put my trimmer back. I love that trimmer. I have a little hook over here on the wall, so I can just hang it right on the wall. It doesn't get lost, blah, blah, blah. So, so I wanted to have an entire one showing. I like this one better, so we're going to turn it around. It's not quite so cut out. And we're just going to use our multi-purpose glue. You know, girls, I use it a lot. I have, well, I'll just be honest, the ADD in me really doesn't like the sound of the Stampin' Seal. I know that seems silly, doesn't it? But, you know, those tape runners, that noise, kind of bothers me. So while it is really good, a really good stamp pad or a adhesive, I just can't bear the sound. So we're going to put this right here, just like I can just barely concentrate with the sound of that water coming through our walls. And I want to make sure that this is even and all the way over to both edges. Okay. Glue that one down there. And glue this one down here. Looks good. Then I'm going to take my piece of evening evergreen, and I've cut it at 5.5 by 3.5. And we're going to do some stamping. It's time to stamp, 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 girls. Move. Oh, that's another card. I'll show you that card later. So all of our stamping is going to be with the evergreen. And, you know, I like to stamp it all in advance, all up first, and let it kind of get a little bit of a dry on it. I need something to put underneath here. How about this week's agenda that I have done nothing with? That'll work. And this little, I just didn't like the little top. I didn't like the little top being so bare. I looked at putting some paper up there. I didn't like that. I looked at putting some, making this go all the way to the top. I really didn't like that. So I decided I would just come in with a little bit, our little lacy piece, and because I didn't do it very good, we'll turn it over, but because it's just that subtle color, it kind of, well, that's part of the problem. The stamp set is on there crooked. So don't pay attention to your little stamp piece on the edge. Just pay attention to your edges. And so I just needed a little something to catch your eye as you were looking at it. So I decided I'd just put this in real subtly. It's a little subtle moment. There you go. So you can just barely see it, but I do like the way it inks up. Wipe this down. I've rolled over my towel. Wipe that off a little bit and set it aside. Then we're going to come in with we're going to go ahead and just stamp everything at once. So I don't need that. We'll put that over there. We're going to ink up. Isn't that a gorgeous stamp? Oh my goodness. I like the way it looks on this wood. I think it gives it a, you know how today they're calling new designs, it's got a chic country look, or a country chic, I guess they call it. So I like that a lot with this wood. When it's with its other colors, oh my goodness, it goes to a totally new step of elegant. It doesn't matter if, actually on hers, I think she must have stamped off first and then came onto it, because hers was not solid like this. It had a little bit of places that weren't stamped, and that could have been, well, I hate to say, it could have been that she's not a very good stamper, or it could have been that, let me take that off so it doesn't, I don't want to lose those. I love this set. Could be that she wasn't a good stamper. Maybe she didn't ink it. Maybe she didn't hold her thing flat. Or it could have been that she did it on purpose. Hard to tell. Everybody has their own stamping style and their own stamping quirks. Now we're going to stamp our saying on just a piece of paper. This piece of paper I have here. Luckily I didn't cut too much of it. Isn't that pretty? True love stories last forever. I have Miss Sherry, my cousin. You guys have met Miss Sherry on several occasions in my lives. Miss Sherry's son, there we go, is getting married to the sweetest little girl, and she is a very elegant, old-fashioned lady. The wedding's going to be kind of Victorian, and but I also know how Scotty is just a little country, so I thought this would make a great wedding card. I know she doesn't watch my my lives yet. I'm working on it. She's pretty busy getting this wedding together. I think it's going to be something else. Close that up so I don't wear it. I think that's important. Now we're going to get out our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I love this little mini machine. Oh my gosh, girls, I can't tell you how much I love it. I'm going to cut off this extra. I don't know why that bothers me. It just does. And I didn't tell you that this die cut is from the Lots of Labels, which comes, which is still current. I do believe it's still current. Let's grab that catalog. Let's look. I thought it was current. If it's not, I apologize, but it fits. How's that sound? Let's slip through here real quick. Oh, not there. I haven't learned all of the new die cuts, and I haven't gotten LLL. So maybe it's not current. So I apologize, girls. This is not a current die cut set. Wish you had gotten it. It sure is nice. Comes with several nice labels. Oops, sorry. So we're going to center that on there. Don't you like just love the way that fits in there? We had quite a purge of die cuts with this new catalog. And I like that. I have yet to figure out which ones are still current and which ones aren't. Just a little bit of research would have told me that. So we're gonna use it anyway because I've already started. Oops. Easier to ask forgiveness than to ask for permission. No, I'm my own lady. I don't have to ask for permission from anybody. That's what I like about Stampin' Up. That's what I like about being a demonstrator, is that I can do my own thing as I want to. And I don't really have, as long as I stay with Stampin' Up standards, you know, I would never, ever go away from them. But so now let's put this thing together. So, but up to that point, I can just do whatever I want. Woohoo! Take our adhesives. Just about getting to the last leg of this one. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I had to stop and think what I was doing. I've not had any caffeine well, I did have a little bit of iced tea yesterday, but I fixed decaf at home. I haven't had any caffeine in almost a week and a half. Really trying to cut down on that. I think if I cut down on my caffeine, then I'm not going to want pop. You know, trying to get rid of all of it. Let's get this on here straight. And that's our green piece that we've stamped the cute little lace on both edges. And I realize that that's more of a very vanilla than a white. Oops. And then we're going to glue this down. And we're going to center it between the lace. It kind of covers up the lace just a little bit. But that's okay too. That's okay. Maybe I won't put this one on. Maybe I'll make one that's very vanilla, because now that's going to bother me. So we're going to center it from side to side and top to bottom as well as I can with my silly curved lenses. If you ever look through a bottle cap, that's kind of like what it's like looking through my lenses. Everything has, or the bottom of a beverage bottle, a glass one, how it's kind of curved. Well, that's the way my world is. And I have to adjust. I'm getting good at it. I'm better at it. I won't say good. Maybe I should. Let's see. Do I have a piece of very vanilla here I can grab? Nope. Not at short notice I can't. Not without getting up and going and getting it. So we're just going to be okay. So this comes with the Simply Elegant suite. It's called Simply Elegant Trim. It comes with a gold and a silver. And, well, just let me take just a second. We're going to take a commercial break. Hello. Good morning, Beth. That's okay. I'm in here all by myself. So, in this suite, you get the trim, or if you just want the trim, isn't this going to be great for Christmas? It's not thin like what we had in the last catalog. And do I have that one available? Nope. Yeah, I have a brand new one that I haven't opened. This one came with the Forever Greenery. And see the difference in the thickness of them? This one's a gold between the two of them. Look at the difference in the thickness. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see it. I like it. It's very strong. So this is what most people don't like about using trim. And of course the silver. I think this screams, put me on a Christmas card. So I'm going to love that. So this is what we dislike. And look at these elegant. There's that paper. We'll talk about that another day. But anyway, I love this suite. I love it, love it, love it. And girls, remember I've told you before that with a $50 order this month, up until the 23rd, you can get your name in a drawing. You need to hurry. Right now I've only got one that's in that $50 drawing. So I'm giving away the stamp set and the punch because I bought two. So my mistake is going to be your goodness. And if you want to host a little party real quick, you get $250 in sales. You win. Not only will you get your 10%, which is $25, but you'll get an extra $25. Girls, have a $250 party or a $250 order. That's okay. And you get $50 free. Boom. I like free. So I could play with this stuff. See how wrinkled that is? And it's the most annoying thing. Let me show you a trick. Let's cut it. I think I'm going to do about a 12 or 13 inch. Cut that with my snips here. That annoying, how can you do anything with this? This is the seamstress in me coming out. You take it, hold it in one finger, and just gently tug. And you have tamed the beast. You can do that with any kind of ribbon. You just gently tug. The warmth from, well, I learned that with beading, because when you're beading, your bead string does that goofiness, and this helps. So I'm going to take, and I think I have to make sure I can get it big enough to stick out. Well, I had the hardest time with that other one because I didn't make it quite big enough. I like having 2 loops on each side. 13 inches may not have been enough. Yes, it would. I'd like to make this look so simple, girls. This is not my simple spot. I've seen so many people, they just kind of whip it up there and they're done, and it's like, It's like, okay. This side's too big, that side's too little. You know, it drives me crazy. Some people just do it in a circle and then divide their circle. But I can't do that either, because then I end up with 3 on one side. I got 4 on one side and 2 on the other. Really? Come on, ladies. Come on, Bam. And I don't think that will stick out. Yeah. Taking my Scotch tape because, good morning, Miss Sweet Sherry. We were talking about that cute little boy of yours getting married and how this card that I'm doing today would be awesome for them. Because she's elegant and he's country. Scotty is a manly man. We're just going to glue this down. We can tape this down right here in the center, because I can change it. I'm going to cut this little piece off here. You know, am I going to pull it? Oh, I wish I had a... That'll work. Cut this off. Make sure my tape is down good. And then we're going to take some dots, separate this out a little bit, and we're going to pop it up. I like putting a couple here on the edges. And because I used a white card, you could use a card that goes with the DSP and use the Very Vanilla, but somebody didn't. I don't have to add anything on the inside. I will come in and put that little tiny stamp on the inside. We'll do that in just a minute. I think this is either a great wedding card or a great anniversary card. That statement about true love stories last forever. They certainly do. Been married 43 years? My goodness, I'm old. 43 years. I wish that was sticking out more, but it's not. That side up high. And true love stories do last forever. There we go, girls. There's that one. Here's the one that I had more time and not the camera looking at me to do my... well, let's just do that real quick. Let's take this. Thank you, Sherry. It's easy to be pretty when they give you everything you need. I think I'll mimic this. Not with that block, I won't. Even my big block is not quite big enough. Let's see if we're gonna, hopefully I won't goof this up. And you know, when I have long ones, I know better than to just put them on there. I have to lay it down flat so that they don't do crazy things. Let's put this on here. Even a little piece of paper underneath it. I'll start right there at that edge. Oh, that's pretty. I do like that. Give me another wipe. Sorry, my hands are going crazy over the camera. Someday I'm going to learn how to keep my hands back here, but today is not that day. Wipe that down. And let's put I think we'll do happy anniversary inside this one. I will be on the search for one that says for your wedding. I will come up with that. Sherry, is it still raining your way? We haven't had rain for 2 days. That's been nice. Especially since they said it was going to rain for 4 or 5 days. And there you go. Just a little bit of prettiness. I will probably, when I do my envelope, put that lace around the envelope also. Just to pretty it up, for lack of a better word. And there we have it, girls. So what kind of coffee is everybody drinking this morning? I've got filtered water. Put my lid back on so I don't stab myself. I do that quite often. And there you have it, girls. A little bit bigger Stampin' Up card. I was a little stepped up this morning. Definitely not a simple card like we do on Sundays. This Sunday I had taped. You said black. Oh, black coffee. You don't have your I can't remember what kind of a taste it is you put on yours. But onto your slim stuff. Getting ready to head. Oh, I hope I have the grandbabies. Today is our first week of summer break. Thursday was their last day. I had them Friday. So I knew I was going to be gone on Sunday to a baseball game. Long story, it got rained out. Didn't get rained out, it got rain delayed for 5 hours. And we were not going to stay. It was an hour and a half drive home, or an hour drive home. We were not, needless to say, we were not going to sit there for 5 hours waiting for a ball game to play. So it was a college ball game at Oklahoma State. So I thought I wouldn't be here for my live. So I taped it on my phone. I cannot get it from my phone to my page. No, go back out. Just 1 minute. You can wait. Thank you. You can wait. He was just real quietly going to come in. That's Mr. Ethan. Real quietly. No. I had to argue with him. Anyway, so here's the card I did for Simple Sunday Live using the pansy. I'm going to get it onto my site one way or the other. I put it on my OneDrive. I'm going to see if I can get it to come up. So this is using the pansy stamp. And I made a note card size, you know, because sometimes you just need a little note card. You can still mail them. And I used the die cut here with the, because we're talking about evening evergreen. And, of course, my stamps on. And then I left my inside open so I could just write on it. Sometimes people just need a little, something. And so that was the card I did on Simple Sunday. Not as simple because I used the die cuts, but it is simple stamping. I think you girls are getting to where you're, yeah, I love the note cards. I do too, Beth. You're right. They're quick. Sometimes you just don't need a big card. Sometimes a small one will. So anyway, that's what I had there. I'm going to let you girls get on with your life. I've gone 7 minutes over. Yeah, some encouragement. Yeah. Sometimes we have girls, friends that just need, you know, you're not out there alone. You're doing a good job, Mom. Or, hey, Dad, I know work is hard right now. Keep up the good work. You know, doesn't have to be just for women. Guys need encouragement too. And I think that we need to, we need to remember that. It's so easy to forget them because we like the pretty flowers and all that good stuff. Anyway, so have a great day, you girls. And for anybody who watches later, don't forget the host code, the May host code. It's good until the 23rd of this month, because on the 26th will be my last day as a Stampin' Up! Lady for about 3 months. So Beth, I'll be hanging out on your site for a while and getting some ideas and learning and growing. Thanks so much, girls. I'm dreaming of the sun shining so we can swim in our pool. You keep dreaming too.